Om. Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamotim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Shruti Smruti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Padam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Chaiva Tato Jayamudirayet Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yet Krupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sangapadakramopanisadaihi Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavastita Tatgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yashyantam Navidusura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha Adha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Adha Dvitiyodhyayah Sankhya Yogaha Sanjaya Uvacha Tam Tadha Krupaya Vishtam Ashrupurna Kulekshanam Vishidantamidam Vakyam Uvacha Madhusudanaha Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Kutasva Kashmalamidam Vishame Samupasthitam Anaryajushtamasvargyam Akirtikaram Arjuna Klaibyam Asmagamapartha Naitatvayupapajyate Kshudram Hrudaya Durbalyam Chektvothishta Parantapa Arjuna Uvacha Katham Bhishmamaham Sankhe Dronam cha Madhusudana Ishubhi Pratiyochyami Pujarha Varisudana Guru Nahatva hi Mahanubhavan Shreyo Bhuktum Vaikshamapi Haloke Attvadhakamamstu Guru Nihaiva Bungiya Bhogan Rudhira Pradigdhan Nachaitadvidma Kataranno Gariyo Yadvajaye Mayadivano Jayeyuhu Yaneva Hatva Najijivishamaha Tevastita Pramukhe Dhartarashtraha Karpanya Dosha Upahata Swabhavaha पृच्छामि त्वां धर्मसम्मूढचेताः यच्छ्रेयः स्यात् निश्चितं ब्रूहि तन्मे शिष्यस्तेऽहं शाधिमां त्वां प्रपन्नं न हि प्रपश्यामि ममापनुद्यात् यच्चोकमुच्छोषणमिन्द्रियाणाम् अवाप्य भूमा वसपत्नं वृद्धं राज्यं सुराणामपि चाधिपत्यम् संजय उवाच एवमुक्त्वा हृषीकेशं गुडाकेशः परन्तप नयोच्च इति गोविन्दम् उक्त्वा तूष्णीं बभूवः तमुवाच हृषीकेशः प्रहसन्निव भारत सेनयोरुभयोर्मध्ये विषीदन्तमिदं वचः श्रीभगवानुवाच अशोच्यानन्वशोचस्त्वं प्रज्ञावादांश्च भाषसे गतासु न गतासूंश्च नानुशोचन्ति पण्डिताः न त्वेवाहं जातु नासं न त्वं नेमे जनाधिपाः न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयमतः परम् देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरप्राप्तिः धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यते मात्रा स्पर्शास्तु कौन्तेय शीतोष्णसुखदुःखदाः आगमापायिनो अनित्याः तां तितिक्षस्व भारत यं हि न व्यधयन्त्येते पुरुषं पुरुषर्षभ समदुःखसुखं धीरं सोऽमृतत्वाय कल्पते नासतो विद्यते भावो नाभावो विद्यते सतः उभयोरपि दृष्टोऽन्तः त्वनयोस्तत्त्वदर्शिभिः Hari Om everybody. Yesterday, Dr. Brahmara was asking whether we can have a little elaboration on prayas and shreyas. I said certainly. So I will get back to that karpanya dosha upahata swabhavaha pruchhami tvam dharma sammodha cheta. Yat shreyaha, that shreyas was mentioned there. Yat shreyaha syat. Yeah, there. Yat shreyaha syat nishchitam bruhitan me sishyasteham shadhimam tvam prapannam. Please teach me. I am surrendering to you. Yat shreyaha syat. What is going to be absolutely beneficial? Nishchitam bruhi. Nishchitam means having decided yourself nicely. Bruhi, tell me. Bruhi tanme sishyasteham shadimam tvam prapannam. Iti Arjuna uvacha. Now in all these things we must consider one thing. Where are we now? We are in this Jagat. And is the Jagat real? Jagat is not real, isn't it? Jagat is Vakale Satyavadbhati Prabodhe Sati Asad Bhavet. And where did we get this sloka? Swakale Satyavad Atmabodha. And how is it that we are not able to see in the entire Jagat, in anybody we come across, in anything we see, living or non-living, Brahma, we are not able to see. Why? Why? Because of what? Ajnanam. Ajnana kalusham jivam jnanabhyasad vinirmalam krutva jnanam swayam nashyet jalam katakarenuvat. What kind of jnanam? Like the Gita type of jnanam. the Shastra Jnanam. Krutva Jnanam Swayam Nashyet. After Gita Prabodha is completely successful on us, then Gita Shastram has no more any purpose with us. It will nicely wait for some other set of audience who are relatively ignorant. When Gita thinks we have graduated from ignorance to knowledge, it will leave us and go away. Jalam katakarenuvat. And this Shastra, this Vedanta Shastra is for whom? Is it for Jnani or Ajnani?
Ajnanis.
For an Ajnani. For a Jnani, there's no, not that Jnani will look down upon it. Not at all. He has no derivable benefit from that. Not that he will slight it or anything like that. Not that he will mention this kind of a thing to his sishyas. He will in fact take the same Shastra and teach his sishyas. So what I'm saying is, as long as we are in this world and we are ignorant, we have Jagat as real. Day in and day out, the same Jagat we are seeing. The same wife, same husband, same children, okay, same Bahrain, same Phoenix, etc., etc., etc. Nothing is changing. Nothing is changing. Why? Because this Jagat has got a peculiarity. It has got an extended what I wanted to say was, in the dream world, we are deluded into believing the dream world is real. Okay? This Jagat has got the knack of extending the delusion for a number of years. This Jagat. And this Jagat came out from where? From where?
Maya.
From Maya. Brahmashraya Maya. And from Maya, this Jagat has come. After what? Is the Jagat very sensitive? Is the Jagat Jadam? Jagat is Jadam. And that Jadam Jagat has got a tremendous power. That power is to overpower our trial to get rid of Ajnanam. Okay? It will generally not allow us to know what is behind that. What is behind Jagat is what? Brahma. Brahma Satyam Tadanyat Sarvam Midyeti. So what I am saying is, as long as this situation lasts, we are students of Vedanta. And we, the students of Vedanta, will have to perforce be in the Jagat and conform to the laws of the Jagat. What are the laws of the Jagat? As set out by Shri Bhagavan. Okay? Whatever are the laws, we have to conform to them, and you have to, in a dharmic way, earn your money and enjoy thereof. Right? Dharma, Artha, Kama. Dharma Rupena, you earn your money and enjoy whatever you want to. That is, all this is prayers. Dharma, Artha, Kama is prayers. And what is Shreyas? Shreyas is nothing but moksha. Shreyas is moksha, no other. Only thing is, there are moksha sadhanas. But for our discussion today, for communication ease and things like that, we will equate the moksha and the moksha sadhanas to be one. Like for instance, in the Atma Bodha, what was the opening verse? Tapo bhikshena papanam shantanam vitaraginam. See the beautiful set of words. Tapo bihi, it's a means for Shreyas. So I will say, we will equate the means for Shreyas as Shreyas for ease of communication. So tapo bihi is Shreyas. Kshena papanam Shreyas. Shantanam Shreyas. Vitaraginam Shreyas. Vitaraginam means what? People who are devoid of raga and dvesha. The raga includes the dvesha also. Okay? They go together. They are an inseparable pair. Vitaraginam. Kshena papanam Shantanam Vitaraginam. Mumukshunam. And mumukshu is what? Shreyas. Hitardhaya. What is that hita? Hita is indeed Shreyas. Hita is moksha. Hitardhaya. And what is going to be unfolded? Atma bodho vidhiyate. Atma bodha is going to be unfolded. Atma bodha for moksha. Right? So that is all Shreyas. And anything other than that is considered prayers. Anything other than that. Actually, in the 13th chapter of this Gita, there is a set of slokas, beautiful set of slokas. If you do not get wild with me, I will recite those verses and explain them to you. Amanitvam, adhambitvam. This is in the 13th chapter. Amanitvam, adhambitvam, ahimsa, kshantinadyavam, acharyopasanam shaucham, स्थैर्यम् आत्मविनिग्रहः इन्द्रियार्थेषु वैराग्यम् अनहङ्कार एव च जन्म मृत्यु जरा व्याधि दुःखदोषानुदर्शनम् असक्तिरनभिष्वङ्गः पुत्रदारगृहादिषु नित्यं च समचित्तत्वम् इष्टानिष्टोपपत्तिषु मयि चानन्ययोगेन भक्तिरव्यभिचारिणी विविक्तदेशसेवित्वम् अरति जनसंसदे अध्यात्मज्ञाननित्यत्वम् तत्त्वज्ञानार्धदर्शनम् एतज्ज्ञानमिति प्रोक्तम् अज्ञानं यदतोऽन्यथा. Beautifully, Bhagavan Krishna said, Amanitvam, not having the volition of being loved. Amanitvam, I must be honored, I must be respected. Amanitvam, adhambitvam, no misplaced pride. Adhambitvam, all this must be cultivated. That is it, what Bhagavan is saying. Amanitvam, adhambitvam, ahimsa. Ahimsa everybody knows. Ahimso paramo dharmaha. Ahimsa, amanitvam, adhambitvam, ahimsa. Kshantihi. Kshantihi is Shama, the Kshama. Kshantihi is the nature to forgive. Yesterday or today I have seen in the cell phone one input from somebody. It's beautiful. The question was, what is forgiveness? The answer was the fragrance that the flowers give when crushed. This I had seen lately, yesterday or today. I forgot when. And I seen in that WhatsApp group, when the flowers are crushed, that means what? Flowers are killed and they give fragrance. When they were hurt very, very badly, without any repair, without any possibility of repair, they give fragrance. That is forgiveness, I believe. Kshantihi, arjavam. Arjavam is being very steadfast, mano vakaya karmane. You think something, think nicely, and you say that nicely, and do the same thing nicely. Arjavam, mano vakaya karmane, rujutvam, right? Mahimsa Kshantirarjavam, Acharyopasanam, Acharya Upasanam, okay? Doing things required by the Acharya Upasana, okay? Then Acharyopasanam, Shaucham. Shaucham is twofold. Shaucham is what? Purity. Bhashya, Antarendriya, Shauchaha, both. Adyavam, Shaucham, Stairyam. You must have Stairyam in what you have chosen. What is it you have chosen? Shreyas you have chosen. It is not an easy path. It is not easily obtained. Not everybody can get. Even Bhagavan Krishna says, Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatati siddhaye yatataamapi siddhanam kaschin mam veti tatvataha. Amongst thousands of people, only one will try to attain to Siddhi. And amongst those thousands of people trying, only one will indeed become a Siddha Purusha. But that should not put cold water on our heads. It must give us a tremendous challenge. And with the challenge, we must go forward. If Bhagavan Krishna said this, Bhagavan Krishna also said something somewhere. Yo me bhakta prayachati tadaham na pranashyami. Whoever prays to me, I will never leave him. Then why can't we keep on praying to him? He has promised he will never leave us. Okay? So, Acharyopasanam Shaucham Stairyam Atma Vinigraha. Atma Vinigraha, that is Mano Nigraha. That Atma, it does not mean Atma per se. Mano Nigraha. Mastery of the mind. Atma Vinigraha. Indriyadeshu Vairagyam. That is it not Uparama? Indriyadeshu Vairagyam. Anahankara evacha, not having ahankara. Nityam cha samachittatvam, always having the samachittatvam, the sameness bhavana. What is that sameness? Everything is Brahma eva. Everything is Atma eva. Everything is Shri Bhagavan eva. And all these, this Brahma, Atma, Shri Bhagavan, and I are all same. Nityanta samachittatvam. Every day, every minute, having this kind of a contemplation. Nityanta samachittatvam. Ishta anishta upapattishu. When you get that which is pleasing to you, ishta, and anishta, not pleasing to you, samachittatvam. Have the same bhavana. It's okay. That which is not so ishtam, anishtam, it's perhaps the prasadam from Bhagavan. Bhagavan wants me to take it. He knows why I should take it. I will take it. Nityancha samachittatvam ishta anishta upapatteshu mayicha ananya yoge na bhaktihi. Mayicha. Bhagavan is saying, in me, ananya yogena bhaktihi. Elsewhere he has said, avyabhicharini bhaktihi. Unwavering bhakti. Unwavering bhakti. Like a lamp placed inside a glass jar, which will not be wavering. Right? Ananya bhakti. That is required. Maicha ananya yogena bhaktihi avyabhicharini. He has said that. Nityam cha samachittatvam ishta anishta upapatteshu maicha ananya yogena Bhakti Ravyapicharini. Bhakti Ravyapicharini. Nityam cha samachittatam. 1 minute, I am referring. When I break, after chanting, when I break, I lose the track of the shloka itself. Nityancha samachittattvam ishta anishta upapatteshu. Not coming. Ishta anishta upapatteshu. Vivikta desha sevitvam. Vivikta desha sevitvam. That is, Vivikta desha means a place which is just for you. There is no disturbance to you. There is no distraction to you. Vivikta desha sevitvam. Those places you must go. And avoid what other places? Arati jana samsadi. Arati. Arati means not having rati, not having any love, rati, not having any ishtam for jana samsadi, for meeting groups of people and be with them, mingle with them, and they will say hoo ha 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 and all that, and they will in a way praise me, and I like that kind of a thing. Vivikta desha sevitvam arati jana samsadi adhyatma jnana nityatvam. Adhyatma jnana nityatvam. This kind of a Vedanta Shravana, Manana, Patana. Patana means, doing pravachana and teaching others to the extent you can is required. Adhyatma jnana nityatvam tattva jnanartha darshanam. Tattva jnanartha. Tattva jnanartha is what? That is tattvamasi. That darshanam. Etat jnanamiti proktam. All this is said to be jnanam. Ajnanam yadato anyadha. All this is Shreyas. Ajnanam yadato anyadha. All other things are prayers. Clean. Bhagavan Uvacha. These are not my words. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. And Krishna, Shri Bhagavan, he does not mince words. He is all-knowing and he is all-loving. He loves all of us, and through Arjuna he has been giving this kind of a knowledge through people like Arjuna, through Yuga Yugas. In the 4th chapter of the Gita, Bhagavan says, Imam vivasvate yogam proktavan aham avyayam, etc., etc. We will see that. So here to Arjuna he has said this, and this is all Shreyas. Now, in our workaday world, there may be a lot of things we will be doing. Supposing you come back from hospital and you want to switch on your music channel and have some Bhakti Geetam, that is Shreyas. But supposing your spouse says, no, we are getting cricket match now, we will switch over to cricket, we will listen to this later, that becomes prayers. What I'm saying is, in our workaday world, so many times we can check ourselves whether we are having the means for Shreyas encouraged by us and practiced by us, or the means for prayers are lovable and we are adhering to them. They are very, very lovable. These prayers will be very tempting, very lovable, because it's like, hey, let's go for a movie, right? Let's go for a movie. That is what the spouse says. You suggest there is one Bhakti movie we will go, and that is Shreyas. If the spouse agrees with you, he is also in the Shreyas path. If the spouse does not agree and he says, there is a wonderful social movie, recent release, we'll go there. That is prayers. What I'm saying is, these kind of things happen. Shreyascha, prayascha. And little boy, a very little boy, some 7 or 8-year-old boy, Nachiketa, he goes to Yamapuri and he talks to Yamadharmaraja, who gives him 3 boons. 3 boons. One of the boons he will encash in favor of his father to get rid of his anger against him. The second thing is, for the benefit of mankind, he will say, which way, doing what yaga yajna, can people reach Swarga? And Yama will be very pleased with Nachiketa for being selfless and makes the yajna, the name of the yajna, he makes it as Nachiketa Agni. Then Nachiketa asks Yamadharmaraja, when people die, some say he is and some say he is not. You being the Lord of death, you know the truth of this. You please teach me about it. Then Yamadharmaraja will move heaven and earth to sideline Nachiketa's commitment to know this Atma Vidya, and he will induce him to saying yes to so many tempting things. Nachiketa says, all these things have life as long as you are there. When you withdraw life from them, where are they? Tava eva eva tava nritya gita. You keep your nritya gitas. I don't want those. Tell me what is Atma Vidya. Then that is when the Kathopanishad really starts. In that, Shreyas and prayers are extensively discussed. Very nicely. Okay. This is Shreyas is this. Shreyas is moksha. And the means to Shreyas we have been trying to acquire, and we will try to equate that to Shreyas also. Nothing wrong. Even in the Tattvabodha, in the Pradhana Sloka, what did we pick up? What was the Pradhana Sloka? Vasudevendra Yoga. Correct, thank you. Vasudevendra Yogendram Natva Jnana Pradam Gurum. See, Jnana Pradam Gurum. Vasudevendra Yogendram Natva Namaskrutva Jnana Pradam Gurum. Mumukshunam Hitadhaya. And what is the hita for the mumukshus? Moksham eva. Mumukshunam hitadhaya tattvabodho vidiyate. All this, at every stage, this has been highlighted. The means to moksha are very, very important. Without that, it mokshona labhyate. Mokshona labhyate. Yavat satyam jagadbhati shuktika rajatam yadha tavan najñayate brahma sarva adhishtanam advayam. Where from is this sloka?
Atmabodha.
Atmabodha. Yavat satyam jagadbhati. As long as this jagat is shining as real to us, okay, not only shining as real, we know it is real. How can you ever say it is unreal? I see that. It's the same. I see the same mothers, same father, same daughter, same son, same husband and same wife. Right? I take the same cup of tea every day. It's the same thing. How can you say Jagat is unreal? Yeah, but that kind of a Jagat Yavat Satyam Jagat Bhati, as long as that kind of a Jagat, Satyam Iva Bhati, Tavan Najnayate Brahma, till then the Brahma will not be known. Tavan Najnayate Brahma, Sarva Adhishtanam Advayam, that which is without any second, and that which is a support for everything, including the Jagat, including your notion that the Jagat is real. Okay, this is thus far for Shreyas. Do we get on to the Slokas? Brahmana, is it okay?
Yes, Nana. Thank
Okay.
you.
Now, Sanjaya Uvacha, Eva Muktva Hrushikesham, Godakesha Parantapaha, Nayotsaiti Govindam Muktva Tushnim Babhuvaha. Now, Arjuna's mind is on what? Earlier he said, Guru Nahatva hi Mahanubhavan, Shreyo Bhuktum Bhikshamapi Haloke. Bhiksha, Bhikshamapi Haloke, Shreyo Bhuktum. Guru Nahadhiya, Shreyo Bhuktum Bhikshamapi Haloke. Then that means what? He wants to do Bhikshatanam. And Bhikshatanam he cannot do unless he becomes a sannyasi. So he is keen on becoming a sannyasi and go on the moksha marga. That he has kind of almost decided. Shreyo bhuktum bhikshamapi haloke. And after doing that, he has prostrated to Krishna Bhagavan. Tvam prapannam, he said, isn't it? Yeah. Shadimam tvam prapannam. Teach me, I surrender to you. Teach me, I surrender to you. And in that, what did he ask? Yat shreya syat nishchitam bruhitan me. What is Shreyas? Definitely decide and tell me. And he thought Krishna knows that the only Shreyas is moksha. And he thought perhaps that he will be advised to take to sannyasa and relieve the burden of fighting. He perhaps thought his mind was on sannyasa. When he's saying, Shadimam, teach me, Tvam Prapannam, I surrender to you, Tvam Prapannam. When you surrender to somebody and you also say, please decide which is beneficial to me in the extreme and tell me, when you are saying that, you have given all the fruits in your basket to that person, and as though telling that person, you do what you like with them. Now, can you demand the fruits? No. In the next verse, Sanjaya Uvacha, what did he say? Yeah. Nayochya. He says, I will not fight. He says, I will not fight. Yeah, are you giving a conditional freedom to Krishna Bhagavan to decide what is good for you? Echshreyahaschat nishchitam bruhitan me, you said. Shadimam tvam prapannam, you said. Is that going to be conditional? Why are you saying Nayotya? I am not going to fight. And who are you to decide whether you will fight or not? When you have already given your fruits into the basket of Bhagavan, Bhagavan will do what he has to do with the fruits. You have no right over them. Nayotya, you can't say. This means what? He is very, very keen. Without fighting means what? What does he do? Without fighting, he can't do anything. He has to go away. Nayochaiti Govindam Muktva Tushnim Babhuvaha. He thought Bhagavan will advised him to take to sannyasa. Bhagavan had other plans. Tamumacha Hrishikeshaha Prahasanniva Bharata, as though smiling, and the smile is kind of visible to perhaps only Arjuna, so that Arjuna will not get hurt by others seeing the smile on Bhagavan's face. This kind of a thing happens, no? When somebody smiles at us in some particular fashion, we may not mind it till such time a third person sees it. That kind of a thing. Senayoho ubhayor madhye vishidantam idam vachaha. The person and the Radham is in between the armies only. Senayoho ubhayoho madhye Stapayatva radhotamam uvacha pardapashaitan samavetan kuruniti, etc. Now that samavetan kuruniti partha, that partha has become what? Vishidantam, very, very sad person. Very sad person. Not that being sad is his swabhava. Not that sorrow is his swabhava. If sorrow is his swabhava, can you do anything about it? If for the sun god, brilliance is a swabhava, can you do anything about it? Being hot is a swabhava, can you do anything? If sadness is your swabhava, that will remain with you as your property. If sorrow is your swabhava, that remains with you as your property. Incidentally, how do you distinguish between pain and sorrow? Supposing I have a pain in the leg and I don't mind much of it and go play football. Okay, the pain in the leg is there, but I am not sorrowful. The moment my captain, when I go to the field, asks me to change my position from being some, left off to right off, etc., then the pain starts. Not pain, the sorrow starts. Then I will protest to the captain. No, I'm not used to playing with the right foot. I will play with the left foot. I will play the left off because I have got problem with my right leg. What problem? I got injured. And now the pain is now translated into sorrow. When I did not care about that pain and went to play football, okay, when I took my normal position, the captain altered my position. I kind of protested. This protest and thereafter, the reason for the pain I have mentioned, all these things gave rise to sorrow. So sorrow, if the pain is not so much of merit given to the pain, there is no sorrow. Is it not? I don't know. Maybe doctors would know it better. Right? Vishidantam idam vachaha.
Most conditions,
Hmm.
for example, eczema or something, which is a very itchy condition,
Hmm.
as long as one is occupied doing his or her daily chores, there is no sense of discomfort.
Correct.
All these symptoms come when a person comes home and is restful. At that time, all these symptoms surface. So when you identify with that.
Correct.
So when the mind is occupied otherwise,
Correct.
it does not seem to be affecting you.
Very right. See, even in the Sthola Shariram, there are so many angles. Sthola Shariram is kind of is Stholam only, okay, Jadam. And in the Jada Shariram, there are a lot of things that happen, and you be very caring about them, you may sorrow. If you don't care about them, maybe you are okay. It is It's a matter of identification with what you have. Vishidantam idam vachaha. Shri Bhagavanuvacha. Ashocyananvashocestvam prajnavadamsya bhashase gatasu nagatasumsya nanushocanti panditaha. Panditaha. Shankaracharya defines this pandita as Atma Vidya Vishaye Jnanam Yadasti Tat Pandityam. That is Pandityam. Regarding Atma Jnana Vishaya, if that tattva is available, that person is a Pandita. Now, Krishna has listened to almost half of the first chapter when Arjuna went on narrating verse after verse after verse. Okay. And looking at Krishna for his attention and things like that. Yeah, Krishna was as though nodding, understanding what Arjuna was saying. So many times he has brought out the topic of Naraka, and so many times also he has brought out Swarga, I think, once or twice perhaps. Okay. And all this Krishna Bhagavan has listened. Now, all those are prajnavadan. And he said, he has referred to Pitaraha also. Pitaraha patanti lupta pindodaka kriyaha. If all these soldiers are killed, their parents will have no pinda udaka kriyaha, because these people are absent, and without that they patanti wherever they are in the Pitruloka, they patanti. All those things very beautifully Shastraika Vachanas he has mentioned Prajnavadamscha Bhashase. And this Prajnavadan, who will say? Only Panditaha will say. And Panditaha will not grieve. Panditaha nanushocanti. Ashotyan anvashocestvam. Ashotyan, you are unnecessarily sorrowing. Anvashocestvam, for that which does not require your grief. Prajnavadamscha bhashase. You are using a lot of knowledge-based words. Prajnavadamscha bhashase. Gata asun. Gata asun means asun is pranan. Okay? Gata asun means gata pranan. People who are dead and gone. Gata asun. Agata asun. People who are living. Na anushocanti panditaha. Panditaha, people who have Atma Vishaye Vidya, if they have, they will not grieve. Na anushocanti, regarding these sets of people. Gata asun, agata asun, na anushocanti panditaha. Whereas you are from the beginning on the sorrow track. Kadam Bhishmamaham Sanke Dronam Chamadusodana Ishubi Pratiyotchami Pujarha Varisodana, etc. etc. You are talking. And earlier you said, Swajanam Hikadam Hatva Sukinasyama Madhava Edyapyete Napashyanti Loba Upahatas Chetasaha Kulakshaya Krutam Dosham Mitra Drohe Chapatakam. All these things I have heard, Arjuna. All these prajnavadan, but understand one thing, you talk like a pandita, but your behavior, attitude is an apandita's attitude. Gata asun, agata asun, panditaha na anushocanti. Whereas you are sorrowing, you are unnecessarily sorrowing. What for I do not know. Gata asun, agata asumsya, na anushocanti panditaha. Where is the need for you to be sorrowful? Are you not happy? You have been picked up by Yudhishthira though Drashtadyumna is the commander-in-chief, you have been organizing all the Vyudas, and telling Drishtadyumna every war secret. Okay? All these things you have been advising him because he is your brother-in-law and he is very dear to you. You would not have him make any mistake. So you are taking care of all those things. While Yudhishthira has given you that kind of a freedom, why are you grieving, Ashochan? And Bhimasena did not grudge that Yudhishthira has given you the better part in the warfare. Bhimasena did not grudge, neither was he jealous. Ashochan, why are you crying? Ashochan anvashocestam. And you are considered the prize warrior by the enemies. They are trying to get you and they know they can't get you easily. They can't get you that easily because you are Divya, Astra, Shastra, Shakti Sampannaha. You have got tremendous set of Shastrastras. With those in your possession, nobody can touch you. That also they know. And with all this, Ashochan, why are you crying? Why are you grieving? Are you not happy? Are you not proud that you are all this? Are you not proud you have fought with Maheshwara and pleased him? You have obtained his blessings, and later on you spent 5 blessed years in Swargaloka when your other 4 brothers and Draupadi were languishing in the forest. And are you not happy about that? Ashochan, in spite of it, why are you grieving? Ashochan, anvashocasvam, prajnavadamscha bhashase, gata asun, agata amsomscha, na anushochanti, panditaha. From whatever angle I look, there's no reason for you to be sorrowful, Arjuna. And I have been with you for a long, long time. And before you have said, Sidanti mamagatrani mukham cha parisushyati, etc., etc., nakamshe vijayam Krishna. Before that, you only asked me to take the chariot to the middle of both the armies. Didn't you? You did. And before we came here, as per my advice, you had prayed to Goddess Durga and obtained her blessings. Is it not true? With all these things, where is the need for you to be grieving? Ashochan, anvashocastvam. This, this, this little set of words, Ashochan, anvashocastvam. This is a great, great set of words, Ashochan, anvashocastvam. You are sorrowing for that which does not deserve any grief. You are grieving unnecessarily for that which does not merit grief. Ashochan, anvashocastvam, prajnavadamscha bhashase. And not only that, you are trying to justify your grief by using prajnavadam, prajnavadamscha bhashase, gatasum, agatasumscha. Straight away he has gone. Bhagavan Krishna has gone straight away to life and death. Gata asun, death. Agata asun, life. Na anusochanti panditaha. Regarding life and death, panditaha na anusochanti. They will never grieve. And why are you grieving? Talking like a pandita and grieving like an apandita. What is all this, Arjuna? I have not seen the like of you before. If I had known that, I would not have perhaps agreed to be your charioteer. I thought I'm going to be the charioteer for the greatest of warriors in this land at that time. But now you are behaving in a very peculiar manner. Ashochan anvashocastvam. After that, Bhagavan said, Natvevaham jatunasam natvam ne me janadhipaha nachevana bhavishyamaha sarve vayam matah param natu eva aham jatu. Jatu means ever, ever. Okay, natu eva aham jatu nasam. Nasam means we're not there. There is no way. Natu eva aham natu tvam nat tvam na aham jatu nasam. Neither you nor I. There is no case for our not having been earlier. Natve neme janadhipaha. Like that, all these janadhipaha, all these kings and warriors and chieftains, okay, all yodhas, all great fighters, all those people, natvam neme janadhipaha, nachaiva na bhavishyamaha, beautiful, nachayeva na bhavishyamaha, not as though we will not be in future, nachaiva na bhavishyamaha. Sarve vayamatah param. Sarve vayamatah param. This is in respect of all of us. Natvevaham jatunasam natvam neme janadhipaha nachevana bhavishyamaha sarve vayamatah param. This verse, ashochan anvashochastvam, if it were a cajoling verse to Arjuna, this is a kind of a revealing verse to Arjuna. Natvevaham jatunasam. This is indeed, he is talking of the previous janma, the present janma, punarjanma. In fact, there was never a time when I was not, or when you or these kings were not. Nor is it a fact that hereafter we shall all cease to be. No. Beautiful. Right? Now I think today we will stop here. The Dehi Nosmin, Yatha Dehe, etc. we will take from tomorrow. If there are any doubts, we will attend to them.
Jai Gurudev, I have a doubt on the sannyasi that Arjuna wanted to become. Because he had the Kshatriya Dharma, so he had to walk that path. So is sannyasi only for brahmacharis, or what about others who are not Kshatriyas? Can they also move from whatever stage they are into sannyas, or no?
There are 4 classes of people. I'm talking from the scriptures. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudras. Amongst these, the first 3 varnas, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Shudra, Vaishya, they have the eligibility for what is called the Upanayanam. And Upanayanam, along with that the Brahmopadesham is made, they become from that time onwards qualified for Brahma Vidya, for Vedadhyayanam, for Gurukula Nivasam, etc., etc. Okay. Now, when they are in the Gurukulam, they are what? Brahmacharis. Afterwards, when they have picked up enough adequate knowledge from the Guru, they take leave of the Guru and take the blessings of the Guru also, enter into the Grihasthashramam. Afterwards, when they become old, they hand over the reins to their children and go to Vanaprastham. And from there, they take to sannyasam. Right. This is the Varna Ashrama Dharma. Varna is what? Chaturvarnyam. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Ashrama Dharma is what? brahmacharyam, garhastyam, vanaprastham, sannyasam. But anybody can take directly to sannyasam from being a brahmachari to sannyasa, like Acharya Shankara has done.
Yeah.
Straight away.
What about the Shudras and the Grahasthas? Can they also take to sannyasa or no?
You said Shudras and Grahasthas.
You said Shudras are not eligible for that Yajñopavetam, no?
As per Shastra, they are not eligible for Yajñopaveta because they have not done the Veda Adhyayanam during the Vanaprastham time. They do not know what to meditate upon, etc., etc. I do not know the inner detail, but the fact remains, for the Gurukula Vasa, Shudra is not there.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Did I answer your question?
Yes, but what about Grahasthas? Can they have to go through Vanaprastha and then sannyasa, or
they can go to sannyasa directly, but they require the permission of their living parents and permission of the spouse.
Okay.
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 Right.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, any other question we will go through with tomorrow? Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om.
Hari Om, Nana.
Yom.
Hari Om. Jai Gurudev.